Today, we are going to learn about families, and we are going to look at what God plans about our families. And we are basing our teaching from the book of John chapter 2 from verse 1 all the way. This is a story of a wedding that was there in Cana of Galilee. And in this particular story, or in this particular encounter with Jesus, we find that this was the first miracle that Jesus performed when he started his ministry. Meaning that God is usually very concerned about our families. Just like after creation, after God had created everything, he decided to create man. And after creating man, he made a woman out of that man, because our God is so much concerned about our families. So in this particular story, we find that there was a wedding in that Cana of Galilee. And the Bible says that there were so many people in that particular wedding, including Mary, the mother of Jesus, and Jesus and his disciples were invited. And I want you to underline that. Jesus and his disciples were invited. There were other people that were in that wedding. The Bible has not talked about them, but specifically it has talked about Jesus and his disciples being invited in that particular wedding. What does that tell us? It tells us that we have to invite Jesus in our families. If we need things to go the right way in our families, we have to invite Jesus. Number two, the second thing that we notice here is that after this wedding now started off, they had a challenge. They ran out of wine and they started consulting each other. And these people, especially the owners or the ones that were having this wedding, they consulted the mother of Jesus. Maybe because she was an elderly lady and a distinguished lady, they went to her and they consulted her. But after that consultation, she was able to convince these people to go to Jesus so that they can have their problem solved. And when they went to Jesus and they were able to tell him what was happening, we find that Jesus had an answer to the problem that they were having. What does that tell us? That when we invite Jesus in our families, when Jesus is in our families, whatever challenge that we are going to face, he is just a prayer away. He's just a prayer away, and he's ready to solve the problem that we are having. He's ready to do that because that is his work. So the other thing that we learn here is that